Hello internet friends. In this video I continue countersinking the spar. I think I've flipped it over. I'm waiting for some screws from Aircraft Spruce. I looked through the whole entire parts that I have and I could not find the AN509 8R8 screws. So yeah, I don't know what happened to them. If I got them or not. I'm assuming I got them. Maybe they're somewhere in the hangar. But anyway, I just bought 100 more from Spruce because it's like 10 bucks. And I need those for the nut plates to just make sure that they get countersunk correctly. Which is what we're going to do next, is install all the nut plates. So there was a comment about being careful with the spar. Because it's easy to make it into a $2,000 piece of scrap. I'm not really concerned about that. By the time you get to this part in the build, building the wings and countersinking, you should have the skill to be able to do this, right? So you already know, you've already made tons of mistakes countersinking too deep, and you've learned how to dial your microstop in. In fact, my microstop basically just stays where it's at because it's been dialed in forever to the right depth. So I don't really have to adjust it. Like I said, if it doesn't drill all the way down to the depth for some reason, you just do a couple turns with the deburring tool and it'll work. It'll be at the right depth. So what you can see here, I started trying to to rivet the nut plates on with the pneumatic squeezer, but the quarters are just so tight that the hand squeezer actually works a lot better. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to hand squeeze all the rivets for these dozens of nut plates that you got to put on there. And the nut plates are so you can attach the fuel tank, which obviously is important. Yeah, so there we go. I did get up super early and pull a Mike Patey. So this is, I don't know, 4 a.m. this morning. Just woke up early and I'm like, I'm going to go rivet those nut plates on. So yeah, I just let out my inner Mike Patey. Went back to work. There we go. Got the nut plates done. And also, oh yeah, and other news, I finally got in contact with the flight school again. This is me texting them, saying, hey, I want to go get checked out on the Arrow. Because there's two planes over there. They have a light sport, which is great for commercial, but for cross country, I'm like, this thing is way too slow. Like I flew it one time over to the Grand Canyon, and in the Mooney, I would take off out of Boulder City, and like literally 10 minutes later, I'd be over the Grand Canyon. Be like, cool, yeah, all good, fast planes. In the light sport, it was like 40 minutes to get over. Now I took off out of North Vegas, right? So then you got to get all the way across town, and then you got to get across the lake, and then you're over the Grand Canyon. Right, but it was like 40 minutes to get over there, and I'm just like, oh man, this plane's so slow. So anyway, they have a turbo Arrow. I didn't realize it was a turbo Arrow, or I would have been a lot more interested in it. But yeah, so they have a turbo Arrow. I'm like, oh, all right, that could work. So I'm gonna try to get checked out on that sometime this week. And then I'll have like an actual cross-country plane that I have access to. So that will be amazing. Let's see, what else? Yeah, that's about it. In the next video, I'm going to flip this spar over and rivet the nut plates on the other side. So if you like nut plates or riveting, or wing spars, come join our RV Slack group. The link is in the description of this video, and I will see you there and see you in the next video.